Hey guys, it's Billy Williams. I absolutely am honored that you would be a Data Super Center user. So I want to take a moment and walk you through the basics of the Data Super Center. Now, the Data Super Center is built on the Go High Level platform. Go High Level is probably the most amazing CRM platform that's out. However, I wanted something that was much more personalized. So I took our Data Super Center, all the different things and functions of the Data Supercenter, and I merged them with Go High Level, and I brought in some of the Go High Level features that we did not have in the original Data Supercenter. So again, the Data Supercenter is built on the Go High Level platform, but we sell it cheaper, and we also give you much more functionality than you would get in your base plan. So let's start first and foremost. When you first log in, you're going to see everything on the left side here. This is what you have access to depending on the level that you bought. So let's take a look at your dashboard first. Your dashboard is where you would go to see all your opportunities, where you would get to see your conversations, if you had any funnels, anything like that. Next would be your conversations. Anyone that you've sent something to inside of the Data Supercenter, you would see the conversation based on that particular contact. Let's look at your calendars. The Data Supercenter has an appointment calendar built into it. So instead of using one of the other tools that's out, like a Calendly or something like that, if you wanted to do it right through the Data Supercenter, you could. But you have to set up your calendar, just like you would set up an Outlook calendar or Google Calendar. You set up your calendar here so that when we do get ready to schedule appointments, it's done in a way where we just look at your calendar. Then there are your contacts. You add in the different contacts that you have, and you add in as many fields that you want. We're going to give you the base fields, but make sure you add in anything else you want. Date of birth. If you're doing this for insurance, maybe you want to add in their renewal date. If you're doing this for hair, maybe you want to add in the date they just did a service, and 3 months later they need another service. So we would build in different fields, and as you go through, you will see all the different tags and fields that you could set up there. Opportunities, these are actual people that you think are going to buy something, okay? And that's part of a pipeline. What is a pipeline? A pipeline are the different stages that a person goes through. So I have one in here for lead management as an example. Let's edit that one. So we've got, it's a new lead. We attempted contact one, attempted contact two. We contacted them. We scheduled an appointment. We prepared the quote, and then we conducted the appointment. All of that is part of a pipeline. A pipeline is just different stages, and you can always add new stages as you wanted to. It's no problem. As we come down, I'm going to skip over payments because you can set it up later as we get more involved in this where you can take payments from your customers. Let's go to AI agents marketing automation. This is where most people are really going to get the most use and functionality out of the Data Supercenter. So let's start first with AI agents. AI agents can be conversation agents or voice agents. Okay. Conversation or voice. What's voice? Voice is where the person clicks on and actually starts talking to your AI agent, and that's on your website, your landing page, or wherever you want it to be. And then there's conversation, which is the typical part of what you're used to. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. When you first log on, if you're an Inspire Nation member, go out to Inspire Nation and look at our chatbot page. Okay, chatbot training page. I've given you a big long prompt that will turn any business, it will work for any business, and it will really put it on steroids for you. Okay. The thing you want to do, delete this Data Supercenter AI chatbot if you see it. If you see it out here, you don't need it. That's one that we built as a test and it happened to load into everybody else's tool, but you don't need it. So you click the three dots and delete it, okay? And get rid of it. You just don't need it. But you have your voice AI, you have your conversation AI, your knowledge base. Let me talk on that real quick. Your knowledge base is if you have documents, forms, PDFs, Word documents that you want your AI chatbot to pull from, you put those under the knowledge base there. And then there are also some AI templates that are in here as well, where you can choose different AI templates and how you want them to interact with your customers. Okay. So those are the AI. Now, Marketing. Most of you write it first. You're going to send out emails, text messages. You're going to set up a workflow where things work on a certain schedule. So, one of the first things I ask that you do is that you update the email templates that we pre-built them for you, but you want to go in, click on your emails, go under your templates. You'll see some templates that are out here already. Most of you are going to see like 10 different sections. You'll see lead generation, new customer onboarding, all that kind of stuff. You want to go in, let's just click on here as an example. Go into your template. Once you're inside your template, you'll start editing and updating the information on your template to match your business, okay? To match your business. And you can see over here, you can add in videos, you can add in logos, you can add in buttons, I mean, at this point, it becomes just your normal email program. Think of the Data Super Center as taking 10 different tools and combining them into one tool. Okay, one tool. So you don't need a text message program, an email program, a website program, a landing page program, a chatbot program. You don't need a Monday.com or something like that. You can do it all through our system. Okay, you do it all through our system. So let's come back over here. So make sure that you adjust your email templates. When you see snippets, snippets are actually text messages. They call them snippets in the system. So go in and do the same thing that you did with your email templates. You're going to go ahead and click on, and you're going to go in and you're going to adapt or adjust your text message or modify your text message for what you want it to do. Okay. That's real important. I cannot stress that, how it's so important that your email templates and your text message templates are personalized and individualized for your business. Then you have automation. What is automation? Automation is how you're sending out these email and text message templates and the timing of the email and text message templates. So let's go ahead and grab one here. Just gonna say new customer onboarding as an example. It's gonna pull up the actual workflow. So same thing here. Let's say you got your email here. Well, it's going to ask you, well, what email do you want to use? And this is where you get your email. Come down here. And it'll ask you about your templates. This is why it's so important that you update your templates first before you try to set up workflows or do anything like that. And then you can put those in there. And as we go through our training, you'll see how all of this plays out together. But most of you are going to use your email templates, your text message templates, and your AI chat bots, right? On your website, on your landing page, those kind of things. We're also going to give you sites. I'm talking an actual website. You guys can create a funnel if that's what you want. A funnel is just different little landing pages that are all linked together. But if you wanted a website, you could click here and let's go to create new website. And you could go from templates, you could over 1,000 different templates if that's what you wanted. And you would see there are different templates out here you could choose from to get started. We've already we've already got a pre-built template for you. Maybe it fits, maybe it doesn't fit, but we wanted you to get started with something there. What I don't want you to do is I don't want you to get overwhelmed. A lot of people are like, oh my God, this is so much stuff. Well, you basically bought a Rolls Royce. Okay. So if you're going to buy a Rolls Royce is going to come with a whole lot more stuff than a Honda. So you can't really get overwhelmed by it or don't get overwhelmed by it. You also have unlimited media storage. So what is the media storage? You upload your pictures, your video, your audio, everything so that when you get ready to flow it into your email templates, text message templates, your pipeline, whatever, it's already right there for you. So you don't need to go out and get another box or one of these other storage facilities. We've already got that right there built for you. Okay. Then you got some other things that you can get into. If you ever get truly lost, just click on your settings tab. Settings tab kind of opens a lot of things for you. This is where your automation, your calendars, your conversation AI, your email, where you're going to link your phone number, because at some point you got to get a phone number, or you got to have a valid email address, all that kind of stuff. So your settings tab is a really, really, really important part of this whole process. So what are the first things that I want you to do? Number one, I'm going to click on settings here. First thing I want you to do is I want to make sure your business profile is right. You got to make sure your business profile is right. Okay. The second thing that you want to do is I would go in and I would set up my email services and my phone services. So probably phone is going to be the easiest to buy because you're going to buy a phone number so that you can use it out of your data super center. No, you cannot port your phone over to the data super center. You're going to need to buy one of the phones that are in here that you can use. And then, of course, you have your email services that you'll connect, but we'll get into how all that works. I mainly wanted to give you an overview of everything. So what is it that I want you to do day one? I want you to make sure your profile is set up, your email templates are modified, your text message templates are modified, or your snippets are modified. And then that's day one, maybe even day two. And then we'll start to move into other things like setting up your email, setting up your phone, setting up your workflows, those kind of things. All right. This is Billy Williams. I just wanted to make sure that we had a really good start on how we're doing everything. And the Launchpad is going to give you a bunch of different connections that you can do, but don't get overwhelmed. You don't need everything here. You don't need WhatsApp. You don't need to necessarily generate leads from your web chat and all that kind of stuff just yet. Let's get the basics. Get your business profile, do your email templates, set up your text message templates. Once we get that, then we'll start working on your email, work on your phone. And by then, your CRM is 50% functional and it will set up your 24/7 AI chatbot and all that as we move on. Okay? This is Billy Williams. Appreciate you again being here as part of the Data Super Center family. I'm absolutely honored. Okay, guys. Thank you, and I appreciate you.